Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Scotty. Welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Warzone video. In today's video, guys, we're checking out all the stuff that we know is coming to Verdansk with next week's Season 3 update and the return of Verdansk for Warzone. And we'll be talking about all the features, all the returning changes, and just pretty much what you're going to be expecting on the launch of Warzone's Verdansk. So if you guys like what you see here in today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button and follow me if you do enjoy it, because it helps me out a lot here on the channel. But without further ado, let's hop right into what we're going to be expecting from Verdansk in the new update. So guys, the first thing we have here is the Season 3 roadmap. This will be for April 2nd, and pretty much it'll go over everything that is going to be coming with the new season. So for the maps on the multiplayer side, we have Barrage, Haven, Nomad, Signal, Firing Range, and Blazetown. For the modes, we have Sharpshooter, Demolition, Joint Operations, and then we'll have the Death Machine Score Streak, the Close Shave perk, and the Vendetta perk. I'm going to skip over zombies, but you can see all the stuff for zombies here. Warzone, we got a lot of stuff coming. So the new guns will be the CR57 AMAX, which is one of the best ones from the original Warzone, the HDR Sniper, which was a great sniper, the Blue 141, which was one of my favorite ARs in the game, the Ladra SMG, which is a new one, the Nail Gun Special Weapon, which if it's like the original Warzone's nail gun, it's going to be pretty insane. The Cali 6 will be returning, and as well we'll have the Growl for a conversion kit for the SWAT 556, and as well as the return of Hudson, Mace, and the rose skin. Now the rose skin does look pretty dark. It looks a lot like the one that we had originally in the first Warzone, and it's going to be really cool to see. Okay guys, so that was the roadmap for what we'll be seeing in Season 3 of Warzone, but let's dive a little further into the changes that will be coming for Verdansk itself. Alright guys, so the first one and one of the major changes is that the ability to swim will be a feature with Verdansk and Warzone. Now if you played the original Modern Warfare 2019 and it's Warzone, swimming was not a feature. If you jumped into the water, you were just going to instantly die and it was over. That's just pretty much it. But with the new Warzone Verdansk integration, swimming will be a feature, so at the edges of the maps you'll be able to actually dive into the water and actually survive. Next up, we have a pretty much buy all feature for your squad buybacks within the buy station. So originally you always had to just, buy one, and buy one to get your squad back, but now there's actually an option to buy all at once. You can buy them all instantly with one click, and of course it's going to cost you extra, but it will make it a lot quicker than having to toggle each one individually. So that's going to be a pretty interesting change. The next feature is that the original Gulag from the launch of Warzone will be returning with Verdansk. We're not going to get any new kind of Gulag system. No, it's going to be the exact original one that we had when we first got the Warzone experience, and personally that was one of my favorite Gulags of all time in any of the Warzone integrations, so seeing that come back definitely is a great thing for me personally. Now one of the next features that are returning is the shooting while free falling feature, and I think that one was removed once Warzone 2 came out. Pretty much, if you don't know, when you're free falling from the plane when you first spawned in, you're able to shoot your starting pistol, so while you and other enemies are flying towards a POI, you can get a couple shots off, get them weakened, and then when you land, just finish them off with a couple more hits, and boom, you got a free kill. So that's a very interesting feature that was removed quite some time ago. I don't know why they did that, but I do love this feature. It's one of my favorite kind of things to do within Warzone originally, so I am happy to see that one return as well. And the next feature that is returning is the floating loot, which was a feature early on in Warzone where every time an enemy died or you opened a box, instead of all the loot falling on the floor and being all scattered within each other, the guns and the icons were actually floating up, so it kind of just hovered around in like a little circle, and it was a lot easier for you to see pretty much where the weapons are. Especially when you come back from the Gulag, it's a lot easier to see your weapon that way compared to if it's just lost within a bunch of garbage, and it made the game so much easier to really find your loot. And then as well, the next thing is we're getting the Big Bertha back and the original Warzone helicopter, and they'll be changing the mechanics for the Warzone vehicles to make them a lot more like the original ones. It will be a very strong vehicle to get through very tough heated scenarios with, and the heli was a great super fast helicopter with great mobility and turning, and I really did like that as well. So seeing both of these vehicles come back, it means that it's going to be a very great way to pretty much move across the map, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they bring back these vehicles. Now for the modes that we're going to be getting, we're getting a good selection of modes. So the first one we're looking at here is just normal battle royale, but we'll be getting Rebirth, Resurgence as well, and Plunder, so the classic 3 are returning. And then we get this new one called Battle Royale Casual, and what this does is it mixes normal players with AI pretty much enemies, so computers, and it gives people a little more, I guess you could say, relaxing kind of space, because not everyone wants to be put into those skills matchmaking lobbies where you're just sweating your balls off. So it's gonna be a nice little change of pace, and personally even I'm gonna use it. Like, I have no shame in that, and I think it will be a really great thing for people who just want to relax and have fun, or even just upgrade some weapons stuff. And the last thing that we have here is the tweak to the movement system to make it feel more like a unique Warzone experience. And I think what they mean by this is that they're going to be changing to kind of fit how Verdansk and MW 2019 was. So when you have how BO6's on movement has been for the Warzone experience, it's very fast, very quick, but I think they're going to be toning it down a bit in certain areas. They're not going to make it like Modern Warfare 2's Warzone at launch where you're pretty much just tied to 20 different weights around your neck, but it is going to be definitely more optimized for the original experience kind of feeling, and it's kind of hard to explain, but I do feel like they're going to kind of make it a little more smoother and a little more slow, but just in the right spots, if that makes sense. So here we have it, guys. These are all the changes coming to Warzone with the launch of Verdansk in a week. I'm looking forward to it personally. I can't wait for Verdansk. I really hope they do not mess this up, because if they mess up Verdansk, they're going to have a really hard time keeping Warzone alive, but we will see what happens. I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. Hope you guys did find this video informative. If you did, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps me out a ton here on the channel. But with all that said, my name is Scotty. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and have a great day.